high school football is here. David, we'll start talking with Dothan. A huge win for them last Friday night here against Opelika. And now they have a chance to go to Smith Station and improve to 3-1 if they get a victory.
Big win last week. First time they've beaten a ranked team in the state of Alabama in 11 years. They beat Cairo, Georgia, a ranked team 9 years ago, but the first time they've done it in state. And to do it the way they did it, to come from behind, 11 down the last 2 minutes, 2 good drives, an onside kick in there, and of course they do it against the number 6 team in the state. Huge win for Kelvis White in that program, a good confidence booster. They haven't had one of those kind of wins. Now they've got to learn to get off the high and still play a good football team in Smith Station on the road.
And that's right. It's a good football team, man. On the road, like you said, it makes it tougher. But Dothan will go into this game as a favorite, and it's been a while since that's happened.
Very much at 2-1. This is their best start since 2004. Smith Station. It's got a good offense. They lost a lot of defense last year from last year's team. Dothan can win this one, but again, they're going to have to learn how you get off that high. You know, they beat Eufaula, had a big high in the early season opener, didn't play well against Auburn. Of course, Auburn had a lot to do with that because they're so good. Can they learn to get off that high and play a good football game?
Northview's one win this year came against Smith Station, and they've had a really rugged schedule, and it doesn't get any easier on Friday night. The best team, I'm sure, in the region, Auburn, comes to.
Well, they had Central last week, which is the second best team in the region, and right now Central is just rolling as far as their offense. They're clicking on all cylinders right now. Of course, now you get one of the more athletic teams, both offense, defense combined. The region champs from last year ranked 5th in the state, so as you say, it doesn't get any easier.
But you never know what'll happen. I'm sure the Cougars will come to play. Abbeville and Daleville, 2 undefeated teams, and how about Abbeville?
3-0, first time they've been 3-0 since 1994 when they were 6-0 to start the year. This is a little unknown territory for them. They've gone 2-0 a couple of times, but they never won that third game, and now they got a big test with 4th-ranked Daleville, which is used to playing in these kind of games, so it's going to be interesting to see how Abbeville responds. And they have to go to Daleville to do it. And
you got to be impressed with Daleville with a new coach, and I mean, they're playing very well.
Yeah, not only that, they lost their star quarterback, a top running back, and so far they've just kept on going. We knew there were some pieces there. You just didn't know how things were going to interact, particularly at quarterback and with a new coach, and so far so good for the Warhawks.
A very interesting game at Providence. Geneva County and Providence take on each other in a region game, and I think this will be an interesting contest.
Geneva County's unbeaten, 3-0. They're rolling pretty good. Providence got a big win last week, even though it was against Kinston. It still was a good confidence booster after playing 2 ranked teams in Houston Academy and Brantley. This is one that whoever wins this could make the playoffs. Right now, Ayrton is struggling. I mean, obviously Brantley's up there. Everybody knows about that. McKenzie looks like they're playing pretty well. That 3rd and 4th spot right now could be anybody's ball game, and this one could play a role in that determining who gets there.
Now, we know Providence loves to run the football. What about Geneva County? What do they do best?
A little bit of both, mainly passing, but they do kind of mix it up pretty good. So it should be a challenge for Providence's defense.
Okay, some interesting games again coming up Friday night. Of course, I always check back on this site for videos. We got highlights of the games. We got band videos, all sorts of things, stats, team leaders. Just check back here throughout the week for stories and videos on DothanEagle.com.